Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Turk. I'm a director of GoldMoney Incorporated. And our company is built on the proposition that gold is money. But because we're a publicly listed company, and I'm going to be making some forward-looking statements, I have to provide this cautionary statement. No matter where you live in the world, gold has consistently held its purchasing power over time relative to the cost of human essentials like food and energy, making gold one of the most useful and reliable tools for savings. And I'd like to prove this proposition with this chart. This is the price of crude oil from 1950 to the present, September 2015, measured in terms of 4 different currencies: British pound, US dollar, euro, and gold gram. Gold price of crude oil is that line at the bottom. What that's basically saying is that even though the price of crude oil has gone up in dollar terms, an ounce of gold still buys the same amount of crude oil it did in 1950. This is what makes gold money. It preserves purchasing power over long periods of time. It's useful in economic calculation, in other words, measuring the prices of goods and services. But what gold doesn't do, it doesn't circulate as currency until now, and that's the opportunity that GoldMoney and its BitGold has, and that's the basis of this company going forward. What we aim to do is revitalize gold by reestablishing the gold standard in global commerce. Gold is money without borders, and it's owned in every country across many income segments, but with no modern banking or payment apps until now. If we look at the transition of modern money, it started with gold certificates, paper backed by gold. We then moved to fiat currency, bank ledgers based on credit. In other words, no backing for the gold. We're now going to move, in my view, to modern day money, gold circulating online as digital gold currency. Modern day money provides an optimal currency for global commerce. We have this opportunity at BitGold and at GoldMoney. It's a digital platform that connects global users' physical gold to international payment rails with real-time settlement, enabling self-directed savings and payments. What we are creating in GoldMoney is a global operating system for gold. Now, there's been a lot of confusion. Is gold, is BitGold, is that Bitcoin? And what are the comparisons? Well, I put together this little chart in order to explain the 3 types of currency that we have out there today. We have central bank currency. It's centralized control, regulated, and you have counterparty risk. The risk that the bank that you have that money might go under, the risk that the government might destroy that currency through the purchasing power of that currency through inflation. Then you have Bitcoin, which is a decentralized ledger. It's not regulated, and you have no counterparty risk. And with BitGold, we believe we're taking the best of those other 2 systems because you have a digital ledger, we're regulated, but you don't have counterparty risk. So with BitGold, you're not outside of the regulatory system, but you do move outside of the banking system to a platform built on a gold-based ledger that reduces the friction in global payments. And by friction, I'm talking about costs, inconvenience, and other impediments. Digital gold currency is better than fiat currency for global online commerce. I'd like to give you a little corporate overview of what GoldMoney Incorporated is all about. We're a full reserve, gold-focused financial services business based in Toronto, Canada, and Jersey in the Channel Islands. We're a Canadian corporation traded on the Toronto Stock Venture Exchange on the symbol XAU. We operate 2 separate businesses, BitGold.com and GoldMoney.com. We came together, GoldMoney and BitGold came together just a few months ago. GoldMoney was acquired for 59 million Canadian dollars. And following the purchase, BitGold Incorporated, which was the previously listed Toronto Stock Exchange company, changed its name to GoldMoney Incorporated. And what we're doing is bringing the convergence of gold and technology together to become one of the world's fastest growing fintech companies in 2015. And I'll, in a few minutes, show you how fast that growth has been. Looking first at the GoldMoney.com side of the platform, we are the world's most trusted precious metals custodian. We have the highest chain of integrity to prove that the gold that you own is really there and that it's really gold. And we are going to move GoldMoney further and further into the wealth management side in order to provide people with an opportunity to protect their purchasing power for future generations, for themselves in the future as well as for future generations. On the bitgold.com side, this is the payment side of the business. You can buy gold, store gold, and spend gold. So view the two companies or the two operating divisions like you would a checking account in a bank and a savings account in a bank. We're not a bank, but GoldMoney is a way of accumulating wealth, accumulating purchasing power through gold, and BitGold is a means for spending it like you would from a checking account or from a current account. We have a multidisciplinary team. Roy Sabag and Josh Crum are the co-founders of BitGold. Daryl McMullen founded PayPal in Canada and worked with PayPal for 8 years. He's the CEO of BitGold. Roy Sabag is the CEO of the entire company. And Alessandro Pomoli is a very experienced IT, brilliant technician who heads up our IT team, which consists of about 16 people. This is a little bit hard to read, but let me just go through a couple of key points. There are 54.5 million shares outstanding after the acquisition of GoldMoney. There are 7 million warrants. These are going to be converting because they're all in the money. The founders control over 20 million shares, and they work without any salary. Other key investors include the George Soros family and Eric Sprott, who's a big supporter of the company. Eric's been a personal friend of mine, and he was one of the early investors in GoldMoney, which launched back in 2001. We did a $21 million bought deal back in June of 2015. The co-leads were GMP, Claris, and Dundee Canaccord Genuity. And the first consolidated balance sheet of BitGold and GoldMoney is going to be released next month. We've got $30 million in cash, these again Canadian dollars, with additional $5 million going to be coming in when those warrants are exercised. I want to spend a couple of minutes on this slide because this is a roadmap as to what we're going to be doing in the months ahead. It's a framework for disruption and innovation. We're already at number 1, we're moving into number 2, and we're aiming to essentially complete number 3, which is a full gold operating system. When you look at this slide, I'd like to use the example of what Uber is trying to do. If you look at the taxi cab business in any city or any country, it's not of interest. But if you look at disrupting the taxi business worldwide with innovation, with new technology, that is of interest, and that's why Uber has such a big market cap. They're changing things. We move forward with technology, we move forward with innovation, and this is what GoldMoney and BitGold are aiming to do. We're going to move forward in the payments system so that you can make payments easily, efficiently, conveniently, and safely without the counterparty risk that is presently associated using the banking system. It all comes down to execution. Step 1 is reinventing gold savings as a way to accumulate gold over time. And in this sense, BitGold is a leap forward in improving access to gold. We're growing rapidly, and the interesting thing is more than 50% of the new accounts are coming from people who have never bought gold before in their life. One of our key target markets are the millennials. The millennials are having a tough time. You know, how can you save money to put a down payment on a house when you're not getting any interest income on a bank account? So we're targeting the millennials. They're responding very quickly because they see BitGold and GoldMoney as a way to spend money, save money, and have the convenience of doing it through a laptop or through a computer. When you go into BitGold, it's 1% in, and you can use a bank transfer. We even accept Bitcoin. If you have Bitcoin and you want gold, we will do that. Use a Visa or a MasterCard debit card or credit card. If you're Chinese and you live in China, you can use UnionPay, which is the big credit company out there, and Interact and some of the other banking systems we're linked into as well. You deposit funds into the vault of your choice. The vaults are located throughout the world, and they're run by Brinks. You own the gold. It's physical gold that you have possession of. When you want to get out, it's 1% coming out. It's very simple and very straightforward. You can get a bank wire to your bank account. You can put it onto a MasterCard and spend money on that MasterCard, or you can actually take physical gold. We have these BitGold cubes, 10 gold gram cubes, which you can take delivery of. On the payment option side, what we aim to do is provide real utility for gold as currency, increasing speed and lower costs. When you take gold that stays safely in the vault and digitalize it, and then put it on a card or make it for a payment mechanism, it works very, very well. And to give you an indication of the size of the market, every year there's 600 billion of remittances cross-border by individuals. A lot of these are people who are foreign workers or migrants and sending money back to their home country. This is a World Bank statistic. The average transfer is $200 of value, and the average cost is 7.6%. We can do it for 2%. We can do it essentially instantaneously. We think this is a key target market for us, and this is something that we're definitely working on and developing. Looking to the future, as I said, we aim to be the gold's operating system and make BitGold as a rail into existing payment systems, add convenience, safety, and low cost for making payments globally. Of course, this being traditionally a mining conference, I do want to mention that there are opportunities for the gold mining industry. Most significantly, if we're expanding the demand for gold by having people who have never bought gold before, that's going to increase the price of gold, and that's going to benefit the mining industry. And of course, the holy grail is to have gold dividends paid from mining companies in gold rather than in a national currency, because in some countries that's very tax advantageous, and also many people would rather have the gold than the fiat currency as a reward for their investment. So this is something else we're working on, as well as some additional marketing opportunities that are mutual benefit to everybody that's in the gold industry. So let's look at what we've done for the first 4 months. And again, we're very young, we're very new, we're just getting started. Although GoldMoney's been around for 15 years, the merger with BitGold, it's only been 4 months. Just to show what we've accomplished so far. We're focusing on 2 different key things. We want to grow to 1 million users, and we are also adding new products and services to our platform to make it more convenient for customers. And what I'd like to do is show several other companies, how long it took them to get to 1 million users. And these are household names. PayPal, it took 24 months to get to 1 million users. Airbnb, it took 30 months to get to 1 million users. Twitter took 24 months to get 1 million users. Uber, it took 18 months. Facebook, it took 12 months to get to 1 million users. Over the first 4 months of our existence and the combined company, we are now growing more rapidly than the first 4 months of any of those other companies. Will we continue to grow? I don't know, but I have complete confidence in the management team of the company to make this thing a major, major player in the future. There's a lot of friction that exists in buying gold, and what BitGold is basically doing is eliminating that friction. It's making it efficient, inexpensive, and most importantly, safe. By removing the friction, you're making gold accessible. So we're doing this through unprecedented pricing, multiple deposit options. We pay the storage fees in BitGold. We see that as a cost of doing business. And of course, it's fully insured, allocated gold ownership in your name at a Brinks vault of your choice. And it's true gold ownership. You have the redemptions options, like the coins, the grams that I had mentioned, and it's physical. We also provide tax tools so that at the end of the year, if you're in a country where you have to show your gains and losses against gold, we provide that tax tool so that it makes it easy for you for your tax reporting. And the bottom line is that removing friction is powerful. We each month report 3 key performance indicators: the users, transaction volume, and gold in the vaults. And this is what we've been showing since we launched in the middle of May. So in the remaining minutes, I'd just like to bring it all together and basically say, looking globally, digitally, and personally, we have created an optimal currency for global commerce, modern day money 3.0. And with BitGold, we see it as a large and growing opportunity for gold buying and gold savings, a global framework to address a global market opportunity, that disruption of an existing payment system that's very expensive, very inexpensive, and very inconvenient, and making it inexpensive, convenient, and safe. We're in a strong leadership position, particularly after bringing the 2 companies together, and the technology is the key. And BitGold and the IT team at GoldMoney is really first class. They've been delivering already in terms of a variety of different products. You've probably seen the series of announcements. You can go to the website on bitgold.com and see the news releases. But together, BitGold and GoldMoney have created an unparalleled operating system for gold. And we're just getting started. Each of those dots is something that we're working on internally or externally that we're going to deliver over the succeeding next few months and going forward. We think we're going to put ourselves definitely in a market-leading position so that if we do reach that 1 million user level, we can then take it to the next level by bringing merchants on board, following the path that PayPal did in terms of the way it grew and made inroads into the existing payment system when it launched several years ago. So to sum up, the internet is transforming from an internet of communication to an internet of value, or internet of money. This transformation is profoundly affecting the financial service industry by democratizing the global economy, integrating billions of people, and providing an opportunity to link the growing market for digital transactions to gold. GoldMoney Incorporated is uniquely positioned to take advantage of this opportunity. I'd like to wrap up now. I will be available for question and answers afterward. But if you do have any questions about the company, feel free, to contact GoldMoney Incorporated, and this is the contact information. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. If you'd like a copy of this presentation, we have them on these little gold bar USB, not real gold, of course, USB memory sticks at the GoldMoney booth, which is just back there. Also, we're giving away one of the gold cubes, which has a value of about $380. All you have to do is let us scan the QR code on your lapel, or on your label here, and you'll be automatically entered into the contest. Thank you again.
Nice presentation.